Disclosure Day begins as a mysterious science fiction conspiracy thriller centered on the question of whether humanity is truly alone in the universe. The story follows Dr. Daniel Kellner, a brilliant cybersecurity expert who discovers evidence that powerful organizations have been hiding the truth about extraterrestrial life. Rather than treating the discovery as harmless information, the people protecting the secret see Daniel as a serious threat. His discovery places him directly in the middle of a dangerous struggle over who gets to control the truth. The movie opens with Daniel becoming involved with Wardex, a powerful corporation connected to the government's hidden extraterrestrial program. Daniel eventually steals an important device containing information that Wardex desperately wants back. During a tense exchange at a wrestling event, Wardex CEO Noah Scanlon attempts to recover it. Daniel refuses to cooperate and manages to escape, realizing that the people chasing him are willing to do almost anything to keep the secret protected. Daniel is helped by Hugo Wakefield, a former Wardex insider who has turned against the organization. Hugo and his group believe that the truth about extraterrestrial contact should not remain hidden from humanity. They are secretly preparing to expose what Wardex has been concealing. Their mission is not simply to prove that aliens exist. They want the public to understand what humans have done to extraterrestrial beings and why the truth has been suppressed. At the same time, the movie introduces Margaret Fairchild, a television meteorologist whose ordinary life begins to become increasingly strange. Margaret experiences unexplained phenomena and discovers that she has a mysterious connection to the extraterrestrial mystery. Her experiences are eventually revealed to be connected to events from her childhood, suggesting that the aliens' relationship with humanity began much earlier than the public realizes. Margaret's strange experiences become especially important when she begins speaking in an unfamiliar language during a television broadcast. What initially appears frightening and inexplicable turns out to be connected to extraterrestrial communication. The strange words are not meaningless. They are part of a much larger message. Margaret therefore becomes an unexpected bridge between humanity and the beings that have been hidden from the world. Daniel and Margaret's stories eventually begin to connect. Daniel realizes that Margaret's experiences may provide clues about the technology and beings that Wardex has been hiding. Their connection is more than coincidence. Both characters have been touched by the extraterrestrial phenomenon since childhood, and the film suggests that they were somehow selected or affected for a reason. As Daniel investigates further, the film reveals the disturbing history behind the conspiracy. Extraterrestrial beings have apparently been encountered by humans before, but instead of openly communicating with them, powerful organizations captured and studied them. The aliens became subjects of secret experiments, and evidence of their existence was hidden from ordinary people. The conspiracy therefore isn't merely about hiding the existence of aliens, it is also about hiding humanity's treatment of them. Noah Scanlon represents the opposite philosophy. He believes that controlling the extraterrestrial technology and information is necessary. From his perspective, revealing everything could create panic and destroy the existing balance of power. But Daniel, Margaret, and Hugo increasingly believe that keeping humanity ignorant is even more dangerous. The conflict becomes a battle between secrecy and truth. The movie then expands the mystery by showing that the extraterrestrials are not simply stereotypical invaders. Their behavior is difficult for humans to understand, and their technology seems far beyond human science. Some of their actions appear frightening because people interpret them through human assumptions. Spielberg uses this uncertainty to make the audience question whether humanity has misunderstood the aliens from the beginning. Margaret becomes particularly important because she appears capable of communicating with the extraterrestrial presence in a way ordinary humans cannot. Her strange abilities connect the emotional and scientific sides of the story. Daniel approaches the mystery through technology and information, while Margaret approaches it through intuition and communication. Together, they represent two different ways of trying to understand something humanity cannot fully explain. Eventually, the protagonists decide that hiding the evidence is no longer acceptable. They work toward exposing the truth to the entire world. The plan culminates in an enormous broadcast designed to reveal the existence of extraterrestrial life and the evidence that governments and corporations have concealed for years. This is the disclosure day promised by the movie's title. The moment when humanity can no longer pretend it is alone, the broadcast becomes chaotic as the truth begins reaching millions of people. The revelation changes everything because humanity suddenly has to confront a reality it has debated for generations. Governments, scientists, ordinary families, and religious communities are all forced to reconsider their understanding of existence. The movie focuses less on worldwide destruction and more on the psychological shock of discovering that another intelligent form of life is real. The climax brings the humans face to face with an actual extraterrestrial being. Instead of ending with a conventional battle, the movie turns toward communication. The alien attempts to send a message, and Margaret and Daniel become crucial to understanding it. The film deliberately keeps many details about the alien civilization unexplained, making the encounter feel like the beginning of something much larger rather than the conclusion of a simple invasion story. The most important moment comes when the alien's message is translated into a single word: listen. This is the key to understanding the movie's ending. The aliens may not have come to Earth simply to conquer humanity. Instead, the film suggests that humans have been too focused on controlling, exploiting, and interpreting the unknown to actually listen to it. The word becomes a warning about humanity's inability to understand something before judging it. The movie ends on an intentionally open note. We do not receive every answer about the aliens, their origins, their technology, or exactly what will happen after Disclosure Day. Instead, Spielberg leaves humanity standing at the beginning of a new era. The real message of Disclosure Day is ultimately about truth, empathy, and communication. Discovering that we are not alone is only the first step. The greater challenge is learning.